Total drama has always been at its best when it's parodying stereotypes. Honestly, I feel like that's kind of why the new series even works. Instead of using the type of weird goofball characters that made things like Revenge and Pacateo so whack, it's poking fun at the type of people that you would see being cringe in your day-to-day. But since half the new cast is just making fun of influencers, they are all definitely the type of people who would totally get canceled at some point. My question is though, how? And that is the question we'll be answering in today's game show. Deej Nation, welcome one and all to How Would the New Total Drama Cast Be Canceled? That name fucking sucks. Jesus Christ. The rules are simple. I look at each member of the new cast and then decide based on general vibes what sort of like Shane Dawson head-ass crimes they would get up to. You know, pretty self-explanatory. The video, it's in the name. Let's start things off with an obvious one, Chase. Bro is like a horrible nightmare mix of Logan Paul and Dude Perfect, so there are definitely a lot of horrible things I could totally see him saying. However, I feel like they kind of went over what would get him canceled in the show.
You cut the brakes on my car!
You're still mad about that?
Of course I am! You made me crash into a pet store!
You what now?
And as funny as that is, he doesn't get out of that without an apology. I'm gonna put him in It's Just a Prank Bro. You can't have a Chase without a Emma, so she's next. Low-key, she would be shook to even be on this list. I mean, she's not just your normal everyday ally, she's a white woman, savior of the gays and minorities, praise be. However, she was with Chase though, so I could totally see her having some nasty old tweets despite that. All that contrasting with how seemingly sweet she is now would totally make people mad, so she's gonna go into the category old tweet, new image. Axel is low-key already on that Liver King grind set, so I could definitely see her getting exposed for not going as hard in the paint as she says she does. Like, somebody's probably gonna leak an image of her shooting steroids up in a McDonald's or something, and Twitter's gonna lose its mind. I'm gonna put her into doping. Julia's the type of motherfucker to have like a stan army behind her, but honestly, I don't know if any amount of fan cams could save her from eventually getting canceled. She is low-key the type to sell a beauty product with asbestos in it to kids, and then if anyone called her out on it, she'd make an apology video where she's capping the entire time and then double down. So I'm pretty sure she'd get canceled for that. MK, given how much she likes to steal and what she did with that phone this season, she is 100% on some kind of government watch list. Plus, she definitely gives me that sort of hide in the embassy of a South American country energy, so I could definitely see her getting canceled for doing something like starting WikiLeaks. Nichelle, however, is pretty much the complete opposite. She's a full-on Hollywood elite, so the only way she'd get canceled is somebody like MK leaking a little black book with her name in it. I'm gonna say she gets done in for doing adrenochrome. Scary Girl? She's a bit of an anomaly. I don't see her getting like canceled for anything specific. Not because I don't think she has like cancelable issues, but I feel like given how much she talked about hiding a body on live TV, I'm just gonna put her in a tier that says arrested. I think that fits. Priya, homophobic. Bowie, also homophobic. Yeah, he's gay, but he's the type to use those Millie Bobby Brown images all the time. So yeah, no, he deserves it. Millie's a strange one though. Cause yeah, she was sweet at the end, but remember how she came into the season? Bro posted up saying she wanted to research this generation, and the only people who say this generation with that much anger in them are the people who post shit like TFW no trad wife every day. She's blackpilled, and that's gonna get her done in. Oh boy, I got a lot I could do with Ripper. He has done some wild shit, but the thing I'm gonna latch onto here is that he said from the jump that he is an alpha male, and he definitely acts like the kid who sits in the back of class and listens to alpha male podcasts, so he'd probably get nay-nayed on for that in some context. I could see him trying to ratio Greta Thunberg by talking about how much carbon emissions his farts make, and yeah, ew, gross. No, I'm just gonna put him down in hates women tier. Damien? Yeah, I don't know. He's one of those people where I don't think he'd actually do anything wrong, but he's definitely got that type of terrible, awful, no good, very bad day vibes, where I could see people just deciding to hit him with the Sam Hyde special and just pretend that he's an awful war criminal. So I'm gonna put him into photoshopped into the Kremlin tier. Now, Wayne and Raj are basically the Da Vinci Bros, aka pretty much harmless in most ways. The only thing I could really have on them to cancel them with is that they're pretty competitive. And if I know anything about competitive people on ice skates, they tend to kneecap people if they ever think they're gonna lose. So I'm just gonna put him in the Tanya Harding tier, where they belong. Caleb, he's honestly just kind of boring, so whatever I choose for bro is kind of a stretch. But given the pure force of unspoken riz bro has, I'm just gonna drop him in light skin tier and forget about him. And that just leaves Z. And I'm sure y'all are thinking, oh my god, deejus, what kind of horrible thing could Z do? And honestly, your answer is nothing. That's my son. He did nothing wrong, he will never do anything wrong. Bro would simply just choose not to be canceled. And that's the list. That's just about everything the cast of Total Drama would do to get them absolutely shunned from society. Only person left is Chris. And yeah, nah bro, he goes into all of the above. He is an actual war criminal. Get him out of here.
I don't need no friends. Hey, I just need a couple bands. I don't need new friends. No, I just need a couple bands. Need a couple